This is a free download from the BBC. For more information, go to bbc.co.uk/podcasts.
Hi guys, Iainlee here, formerly of the television, now currently of the radio local. But vocal. And you must like me because you've downloaded this podcast. Congratulations. Consider yourself, part of the gang.
Welcome to the gang.
What are you doing?
I'm joining them to the gang.
No,
This is their initiation to the gang.
There's no initiation, there's
Yes.
no actual gang. It's
There's just a few things you've got to do first.
No, what are you doing here? I thought I was doing these on my own. No, it's not. This is the podcast. If you regularly download the podcast, nice. And if you're new to the podcast, where have you been for the last year almost? Coming up, you can hear this.
Morning, Catherine. Great show today. It's bonkers.
You can also hear this.
Early Lord, one frosty morn, look away, look away, look away, Dixieland.
Harmonising with myself.
Beautiful.
Like Brian Wilson. And you can hear this.
My grandfather invented Ribena.
Okay, and this.
Good morning, Mr. Iain.
Not today, Jeffrey. There's no point in listening to it now.
Oh.
Okay, on that note...
Tease, though. Of course there's point in listening. They all want to hear that someone's granddad invented Ribena. I wonder what else she has to say.
Well, not a lot.
You singing? That
no.
goes on for ages. I need to hear that.
Too long.
Even as I was doing it, I was thinking, this is too long. Okay, all right. Anyway, on that note, let's start with this.
Across beds, hearts and bucks.
This is BBC Three Counties Radio.
Let's ask Walter from Watford. Morning, Walter.
Morning.
Not today, Jeffrey. You just played the Jeffrey clip again.
It was a different one.
Oh, yeah.
There's many.
Hey, who doesn't like the Beatles? Let's have a straw poll. Hands up if you don't like the Beatles. Guys? Yeah, you see. Everyone loves the Beatles, don't they? No. Leslie's in Bedford. Good morning, Leslie.
Good morning, Uncle Ian.
Yeah, hey, now there is a song by one of the biggest stars in the world. It's exciting about Nick having a little baby, isn't it?
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, nice little baby
I knew
boy.
it'd be born April the 1st.
Yeah, well, I know, but it was on April the 1st, wasn't it? And I was thinking, is he having a
sure it
really
was.
sophisticated wind-up on at our expense?
I know. He's
But
lovely, though.
He's a good lad, and I'm very pleased for him, and he'll be back today, which is exciting news. Now, there is a song by one of the biggest stars in the world, Paul McCartney. It features the name Uncle Ian. What's that song, Leslie?
It's by Wings, and it's Let 'Em In.
Yeah, is
and
it?
I've got a few words up here, but
yeah.
it says someone's knocking at the door,
Yeah.
someone's ringing the bell, someone's knocking at the door, someone's ringing the
Not one of
bell,
his best.
do me a favour, open the door, let 'em in. And it says, Sister Susie, Brother John, Martin Luther, Phil and Don,
Yes.
ooh, Uncle Ernie, Uncle Ian,
Ooh.
open the door and let 'em in.
Oh, Kyle in London, is she right? Kyle?
Oh, hello. Sorry, Ian.
No, apology accepted. Kyle, is Leslie saying Let 'Em In by Paul McCartney and Wings?
Yeah. Let 'em in is the correct song. Uncle Ian.
It's not one of his best songs, is it, Leslie and Kyle?
Oh, well, I wasn't a fan of Beatles or anybody in that line.
You're not a fan of the Beatles?
No.
You're joking?
No.
Kyle, are you a fan of the Beatles?
What? Massive fan of the Beatles, so that's why I know it. Sorry.
I am listening, Kyle. You'll like this. You won't like this, Leslie. You might like this, Adele.
Yeah, go.
I am listening to all of the Beatles albums in order. Started it the other day because I was a bit bored.
You sad man.
No, hang on. No, I'm not sad, Leslie. And they're half good, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, of course they're good. The Beatles.
They're the exact.
The bass line on Hey Bulldog is one of the best things you'll ever hear.
But I tell you what, they did have a few stinky songs.
In what sense? Which ones?
Well, OK, let me tell you which ones. They're on the early... OK, Little Girl on Rubber Soul. That's a horrible song. I'd rather see you dead, little girl, than to be with another man. That's not a nice sentiment, is it?
Is that Run For Your Life?
Oh... yeah, Run For Your Life, yes.
Yeah.
All right, I got the title wrong. All right. No, OK. How about Not a Second Time and Every Little Thing? Terrible songs.
I don't know those.
No. There's a reason you don't know them, Adele, because they're not very good. Right, Leslie, and Adele and Kyle, I want you to convert Leslie to the Beatles. Adele, you go first, then you, Kyle.
Oh, no, you're putting me on the spot. I can't. It's too early in the morning. I can't even think of... Oh, Yesterday. Mind you, Yesterday's a classic.
Yeah, Yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's lovely.
Kyle, go on, you have a go. Sell her the Beatles.
All You Need Is Love. Strawberry Fields Forever.
Don't believe in them. And I don't like strawberries. I'm allergic to strawberries.
See, probably no. I'm probably... I can't do it then. Sorry, Ian.
No.
Stephen, think of a song. Beatles. Sorry.
Get Stephen to think of a song. Beatles.
Think of a Beatles
Stephen,
song.
think of a Beatles song.
All You Need Is Love. Oh, no, they just said
They've done that one. She didn't like that. She didn't like that.
Revolution.
Oh, blimey, you're picking... That's not good. No. Let's try and ease her in, not with the avant-garde stuff. How about She Was Just 17, you know what I mean, and the way she looked was way beyond compare. How could I dance with another? Because I lost it a bit there. What do you reckon, Leslie?
No, but can I just say that my son is 17 today.
Oh,
happy birthday.
He was just 17. He knows what I mean, and the way he looked. That's a bit inappropriate. Kyle, Leslie, Adele, thank you very much indeed. We couldn't convert Leslie to Beatlemania, unfortunately, but yes, it's the right song. Bless Him In by Paul McCartney and Wings.
Come together. Right. No, I thought we were going to sing.
No, I decided I wasn't going to do that in the end. Did I not tell you?
Can't buy me love.
OK, here's a quiz question, guys.
OK.
And I'll reveal the answer at the end of the podcast. According to the Beatles, what are the two things that money can't buy?
Love.
There's one.
And?
Yeah. According to the Beatles, what are the two things money can't buy? While you're thinking on that at home, have a listen to... Kath.
Yeah.
How's your sit-ups working out?
Are you asking me now?
Yes.
Good.
Great.
Have you noticed?
No.
Oh, yeah, weight's falling off.
Show us. Well, have a listen to this.
Southampton striker Jay Rodriguez will miss this summer's World Cup for England in Brazil after suffering a ruptured anterior cruciate ligament. Rodriguez was carried off during Saturday's defeat by Manchester City. He's now out for 6 months. And bad weather has forced the cancellation of the first day of practice at the Masters Golf. However, the weather forecast is more favourable for the rest of the week, with the tournament starting on Thursday.
Simon?
Yes.
What was wrong with I must have misheard you for a second. What was wrong with the gentleman's... What ligament did you mention?
Anterior cruciate ligament.
A what ligament?
Anterior cruciate.
Yeah, you did say that. Thank you.
Across beds, hearts and bucks.
This is Iainlee.
BBC Three Counties Radio.
Gosh! Who'd have thunk it? An anterior cruciate ligament.
Ligament.
Ligament. It's easy for me to say. It's not.
It's really hard. That's why you have
people say that, don't they? When someone struggles to say something, they say, well, it's easy for you to say. Well, no. It's difficult. It's the opposite.
It's as if it's a joke.
Catherine Boyle joins me in the studio. It's always the low point of the morning for many, many people. Not for me. Not for me, Catherine. For me, it's the midpoint. So what's this about you doing...
some crunches. Yeah, some crunches.
Well, you were sit-ups earlier. Crunches are different.
You know, you can call them sit-ups, you can call them abdominal crunches.
Well,
the effect is the same. I'm going to be ripped.
This was the sound. Hang on a second. This was... if I can... where's it gone? This was the sound in Catherine's house last night.
No, it wasn't.
Who knows where those tennis balls were coming from?
I was doing ever so quietly because I didn't want to be caught.
So you're doing quiet sit-ups in your living room?
No, in my bedroom.
Right. What if your husband had come in and you're lying on the floor all
this
sweaty?
isn't what it looks like.
I'm not doing sit-ups. Please don't think that.
I'm just looking for something.
Pourquoi? Why are you doing this?
Well, I've got a big party coming up.
Yeah?
I've got a slinky frock to get in.
Right.
And I want to make sure that I'm buff.
Well, oh, gosh. I mean, sit-ups, you need about 60 grand for that.
Oh, no, not true.
When...
Just need a little bit of tightening.
When is this party?
Don't know. When is it?
It's a month.
Yeah, in a month.
Your
That's all I
voice
know.
broke there. Look, you're getting nervous. A month isn't enough.
It is.
How many sit-ups?
Only a little bit. I mean, the groundwork's there.
How many sit-ups did you do?
Loads. About 15.
Really? Is that it?
I got interrupted by text.
Yeah, from me.
Yeah, I took a little break. And I went back in for round 2.
Wow. And because when you came in, I thought, wow, Kath looks exactly the same as she did yesterday. So it's really having an impact.
I'm wearing what's known as a cocoon dress, so you can't see that underneath there is a transformation taking place. Fact.
Now, a vigil has been held outside the Yarlswood Immigration Centre in Bedfordshire following the death of Christine Case there just over a week ago. The 40-year-old died suddenly after complaining about feeling unwell. Well, there have been reports that she was denied medical assistance and her case has been raised in Parliament. The Home Office Minister, James Brokenshire, has said that all circumstances will be looked into.
Those matters, I'm sure, will have been heard by those with responsibility in terms of the police and the inspectorate, and certainly I would expect all issues to be thoroughly analysed and investigated in the appropriate way, given the nature of this incident.
Well, in a moment we'll be speaking to Yarlswood's director, John Tolland, but first, Bedford Labour councillor Louise King. Good morning, Louise. Louise? Louise? I think you may have just dropped off there. We'll try and get Louise back in a second. But before that, then, let's speak to the Yarlswood director, John Tolland. Good morning, John.
Hi, good morning, Ian.
Yet another example of Yarlswood not getting the best press.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, and it's not very helpful, really, in these unfortunate circumstances.
Do you know what happened?
Well, the circumstances surrounding Christine's death is subject to an investigation, as you just said, and that will be thoroughly and comprehensively investigated by the Prison and Probation Ombudsman.
Was she denied medical treatment?
As I said, the whole circumstances around Christine's death will be thoroughly investigated, and it would be inappropriate to comment any further on that matter at the moment.
Well, it would be quite inappropriate to get your thoughts on what happened. Is it usual if a prisoner is an inmate is complaining that they don't feel well? Is it usual that they don't get medical treatment?
Well, Yarlswood has 24-hour healthcare cover. We have qualified nurses on duty 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and the residents here aren't locked up like is sort of typical in a prison custodial establishment, and they have the opportunity to visit the healthcare if they have any health concerns.
So you're saying it's unlikely that Christine Case, who died there just over a week ago, you're saying that it's unlikely that she would have been denied medical attention?
That's absolutely correct.
Okay, so the claim, the reports that she was denied medical assistance are untrue?
Well, as I said, the whole matter surrounding Christine's death will have to be thoroughly investigated by the Prison and Probation Ombudsman.
What have your staff told you about it?
Well, again, it's really inappropriate to sort of discuss that any further at present.
Is it what kind of investigation? Is it a police investigation that's taking place?
Well, the police were notified of Christine's death because every death in a custodial establishment has to be reported to the police, and the police came on site. And
but if it's not a police investigation, then you'd be allowed to comment, wouldn't you?
Well, no, because the Prison Probation Ombudsman will do an investigation and will report to the coroner, and it would be inappropriate to interfere with the coroner's investigation.
It's not interference, is it? And you're not legally prevented from letting people know what your thoughts are?
But it's inappropriate, and it wouldn't help anyone to speculate or make unqualified comment.
But you wouldn't be speculating. You're Yarlswood's director. Surely you know exactly what happens to the residents there.
That may be so, but as I said, it's not appropriate, really.
So you know what happened
on local radio.
So you know what happened.
I know what the staff reported.
And what did they report, John?
Well, again, I'm not prepared to discuss that in detail. So that will be subject to a thorough investigation.
And when will the results of the investigation be released?
Well, that's in the hands of the Prison Probation Ombudsman, so they will conduct their investigation and will make that report available to the coroner. And you're probably aware that HM Coroner opened an inquest and adjourned it last week, and he's set a date for an interim hearing towards the latter part of June this year.
Yarls would get some really bad press, doesn't it? Accusations of guards sleeping with inmates, all kinds of horrible stories that come out of it.
Yes, that's rather unfortunate, but yeah.
Why do you think that so many bad stories about Yarls will keep coming out?
I think immigration is always a sensitive and emotive subject, and people, have polarised views on it, and it appears to be newsworthy.
Mm. The death of a detainee is certainly newsworthy, isn't it?
Absolutely, and it's a very sad and unfortunate event, and it really affects us all here, both staff and residents. We're all affected by it, and we had a memorial service yesterday where about 110 residents plus a large group of staff attended in respect of the passing of Christine.
What are you doing to reassure the other detainees?
Well, we have... our staff have really good rapport and relationships with our residents, and, immediately afterwards we had extra staff brought in. We have counsellors, we have mental health nurses, and we've been there supporting our residents and our staff. Also, we've put out notices, that if anyone seeks any further assistance, that they can approach our healthcare colleagues and we'll support them in this time.
I'm sure this wouldn't upset the investigation at all. What did Christine die of?
Well, the coroner, and it's been widely reported, stated that she died of a pulmonary thromboembolism.
OK, stay there, John. We're joined by Bedford Labour councillor Louise King. Louise, I think we managed to get you back on the line.
Hello, yes, I'm sorry about that, Ian.
That's quite all right. You've been concerned for a while, haven't you, about the way healthcare is delivered at Yarlswood? You may not have heard, but John says there is 24-hour medical care there, and people are free to go and get medical attention whenever they want to.
Well, yeah, I do understand that there is 24-hour medical care there, but whether or not that care is appropriate in all circumstances is something that we want to look at. I must add that it's not the death of Christine that has caused me to want to look at this. I've been concerned for some time that there's inadequate mental health provision there, that there is a culture of not necessarily believing detainees when they report being ill, and that there are women there that are being detained inappropriately because they're pregnant. So we do want to look at this. We decided some time ago that we wanted to see how people were assessed when they went into the centre, and I've been talking to detainees for a little while now to try and see what they feel about the healthcare provision at Yarlswood.
I suppose there is a chance, Louise, that the detainees, maybe they're exaggerating the poor conditions they claim.
Well, look, people who are detained and are going to be removed from the country are necessarily going to be quite distressed. They're going to have particular needs. And I think it's very important that we make sure that those needs are being fully addressed, that they are receiving the counselling that they require, and that mental health provision is very robust. And also that women who are pregnant are receiving appropriate care, and they're only being detained if the law allows them to be detained, and I'm not convinced that that's always the case. So I want us to look at this very closely.
Louise, I don't know if you've spoken to detainees recently, but how have they reacted to the death of Ms. Case?
Well, obviously it's very distressing if somebody dies that you know, and on the day of Christine's death I did speak to a couple of detainees, and there was an atmosphere of panic within the centre, I felt, and I understand that staff had a very, very difficult job on that day, but I did try and facilitate an offer of help through SEPT, which is the local mental health trust. And my understanding, although I didn't have that conversation myself, is that offer of help was not taken up. If there was any additional help there, some of the women that I spoke to were not aware of it. and maybe that's something that also needs to be addressed, allowing, communicating to women what help is available to them.
John, your reaction to that?
The ladies were, it was a very unfortunate event, and we made the residents aware that unfortunately someone had died, and we understand the impact that may have on them. And we did communicate, we got notices out. We also spoke with our residents and made them aware of what had happened, and we made them aware that there was additional help. And as I say, we did bring in a lot of extra staff on the day.
So are you turning down offers of help?
No, we felt that we had appropriate resources, but we do have a agreement with SEPT, and we know that we can turn to SEPT if we needed additional help. So we weren't actually offered help as such, but we were aware that a member of the public had contacted Beds NHS, who had contacted SEPT, and we had some discussion with SEPT about that. And so we were aware, should we have felt that further assistance was needed, that SEPT could support us.
Louise, I understand a council review into Yarlswood could start soon. When would that be, and what do you hope that would achieve?
Well, our Labour group have been pushing for a review via the Health Scrutiny Committee, and as I say, I've already been speaking to some detainees to try and see what that would look like. I've been aware of some reports, certainly Her Majesty's Inspectorate of Prisons, their recent report highlighted some concerns, and I think that gives us something to start with. I would like to start this as soon as possible, but obviously I need to put my proposals to the committee. I have spoken to a number of members, and there seems to be widespread support for doing this, and we'd like to start it within the next month or so, I guess. But I need to finalise the scope and speak to the other members. We're meeting again next Tuesday, so I will put something together then, and we will make a start, hopefully.
And John, final question to you: Are you proud of the way you treat your detainees?
Yes, I am very proud. That's my reason for working in this environment. I'm very committed to delivering a high quality of care, making sure that residents that are put into the care of Yarlswood are treated with safety, decency and respect. And that's very much been reported in Her Majesty's Inspectorate of Prisons unannounced inspection, which took place last year.
John, I really appreciate your time this morning. Could we talk to you when the coroner's report is released? Would you come back on and have a chat with us?
Yeah, I'd be willing to do that, yeah.
John, thank you very much indeed. So, Barbara Brown, she pays some fella £10 to get rid of her rubbish. He puts it in his van, dumps it, not even 2 streets away, just around the corner. Have you got any sympathy for her? Ivan's in Ivanhoe Beacon. Morning, Ivan.
Good morning, Mr. Iain.
Not today, Jeffrey.
Oh.
Any ideas? Welcome back. Any ideas on the 2 things that according to the Beatles, money can't buy? And I'm going to have to look up...
Money can't buy... Yellow Submarine.
No, it can. You can get one of them.
Oh, yeah, you can.
You can get them now?
I've got one, in fact.
Excuse me. I wrote a book. Would you take a look? No, you can buy books.
OK, well, we'll get back to that later on. But what I want to say is what I like most about Kelly Betts is not just how friendly and warm she is, but also how great she is with the technical stuff on the show. She's always happy to resize my photos for Twitter.
That's true, do that.
Or put me back on air when she's accidentally taken me off.
You're welcome.
The list of technical problems that we have here are endless, and she's always willing to help. I love her.
Thank you.
Hey, but if you got the Daily Mail... Glorious picture souvenir, George's first royal tour, Bonnie Prince, cute! Oh, and he's just so adorable, apart in that picture, when he looks like,
Winston Churchill.
He looks like Winston Churchill's poo.
Wow, no, he doesn't look like a poo. He's very sweet, but he doesn't look impressed.
But I haven't even got souvenirs of my baby, so why would I want souvenirs of a billionaire's baby? And to make it worse, they've not even included the picture in this royal souvenir special where her skirt blows up as she gets off the aeroplane. Why? Why? It's an outrage. Did I just say
So
that
there's
the heir to the throne looked like Prince Winston Churchill's poo?
Yeah.
That's actually treason.
Yep.
OK, but you're the producer, so you should have stopped it.
I did stop you. I did say he doesn't. He's very sweet, but he doesn't look very impressed.
I said it twice.
And I can understand why. He's not very impressed with
Quick
you.
technical question.
Oh.
Can you just put your head towards the microphone?
It's Iain.
Yeah, you might want to turn those headphones down.
Well, the thing is, I can't turn my headphones down.
You can.
Well, no, technically I can, but emotionally I can't because I'm going deaf. Now, why am I going deaf?
Because you're getting old.
No. There's. Catherine, you're sensible. Why am I going deaf?
Because you have your headphones on a lot.
Boom. And I have them too loud.
Mm-hmm.
That was actually, you gave the wrong answer, sorry. Kelly, why am I going deaf?
Because you have your headphones too loud.
That's correct.
And you wear them often.
It's
about the frequency of wear, surely, not just about the...
No, it's to do purely with the volume. And Kelly got it spot on there. It's because I have my headphones too loud. So I'm going deaf, so I have to have the headphones louder.
What if we turn them down a tiny little notch?
I won't be able to hear.
Every day, just a tiny little...
No, it doesn't. That doesn't... You can't cure... You can't...
You won't even notice.
You can't cure deafness... Evelyn Glennie couldn't have her... Is she the deaf lady? Mm-hmm. She couldn't have her deafness cured by turning down her... harp? Timpani.
Percussion instrument.
Percussion instrument.
Actually, if you turn a little bit down, your ears will adjust.
You can a bit cure deafness.
Well said.
Well said, Dr. Kath.
Have you not seen these amazing videos that are coming out on YouTube all the time of people with cochlear implants?
I beg your pardon? They've got what in there?
Cochlear implants. And it's a bone that you can attach it to bone. My friend's son has one because he was born without any ears.
They're putting a bone in their ear.
And they attach it, and it gives signals that read like sound.
There was the video that I didn't see the other week of the woman who heard for the first time in her life. I didn't hear it or see it.
It was great. And the nurse is saying, she's just reading out the days of the week, and the woman's face as she realises that that's what she's hearing.
Isn't that nuts?
Can you imagine? And everything's very loud because, of course, if you've been living in silence the whole time, it's a big shock.
Pardon?
You could just move the mic away from your headphones.
I could do that. Better?
Yeah.
Does that sound better now?
I think so. I can't hear the squeak from your headphones as much.
Okay, that sounds better to everyone, does it?
Maybe you should get further away.
Okay.
Just a bit further.
Okay, that sounds okay. Does it? You happy with that?
A bit further?
You happy with that?
A bit further.
So, the thing is, the listener won't be able to...
Just a bit further away from the...
If I keep...
Just a little bit further away from the microphone.
If I keep moving
that's
away...
That's much better.
But the listener's not going to be able to hear
That's fine. Don't you ever worry about that.
I don't know a lot about radio, but I think that they're meant to be able to hear me.
No. They don't need to. It's fine.
Okay, right. Well, in that
case... here's the latest travel with Alice Glossop.
Travel news.
I came up with a great phone-in this week. I've done fair play to me. And it's not often I blow my own trumpet, partly because I don't have one. But I have come up with some cracking phone-ins this week. Things you have found in a skip. Coming up...
Hello?
By me. Came up with by me.
Devised by...
Exactly. Yeah. Me and Clive Doig. Not Clive Doig. You don't know who he is. Catherine?
Yes.
Anyway.
Deputy Doig.
What have you found in a skip? Clive's in St Albans. Morning, Clive.
Good morning.
Clive, what have you found in a skip?
No, it's not what I found in a skip. It was what was put on a skip.
Oh, yeah?
And it was my father, years and years and years ago.
Yes.
He was a film cameraman, a freelance film cameraman, and he worked on Star Wars down at Elm Street.
Yeah, go on.
And at the end of the shoot, at the end of the film, the props were there, and they literally helped themselves to whatever they wanted. Gosh. And I ended up with Star Wars guns and stormtroopers, this, that,
what,
and the
from
other.
The movie?
From the movie, yeah. Wow. But bearing in mind at the time the movie wasn't a big thing, it was just another movie, yeah?
Yeah.
And he brought home R2-D2. And after a couple of years of it sitting in the shed...
No, don't say it, Clive.
He put it on a skip. And I remember as a young kid watching the skip go off with R2-D2 on it. And I can tell you now that I wouldn't be working if we still had that in the shed.
It would be worth a fortune!
I know.
Did you keep any of that stuff, Clive?
No, just as a sidetracking a slight bit, not a lot of people know that The Return of the Jedi, the first film, wasn't actually called The Return of the Jedi.
The Return of the Jedi was the third film, wasn't it?
In the trilogy, yes. In the way it was set out, yeah. But it actually wasn't called originally The Return of the Jedi.
What was it called? Clive's Dad's a Muppet?
No. It was called Revenge of the Jedi.
Yeah.
And I had all the T-shirts and all the crew had coats with Revenge of the Jedi on.
No!
And the Americans turned around and said, we can't call it Revenge because it wouldn't meet our film classification.
Yeah.
They'd have to make it a 15 because it had the word revenge in.
Yeah.
It was too strong. So they changed it to Return. Now, you imagine if I kept all the T-shirts and all the paraphernalia.
I'm going onto eBay now just to see if a Revenge of the Jedi T-shirt exists. Because that's got to be worth. Revenge of the Jedi. Oh, hang on a minute. My spelling
But
is...
there again, you know, my dad worked with... Oh, crikey. He worked with the Beatles. He could have got all their signatures. He worked with... I mean, we lived in Sicily with Richard Burton and Liz Taylor.
There's an original. They've got reprints of these Revenge of the Jedi T-shirts. Okay, so new ones. They've got an old one. 50 quid. Buy it now. That's not bad, is it? If you kept a few of those.
No, it's the R2D2 and the guns and etc. etc.
Clive, I'm going to let you go. We always get such good calls towards the end of the show. I could talk to him for ages. His dad chucked away R2D2.
Call 08459 455 555.
Whoa, yeah. Whoa, yeah. I'm a good singer. I'm a very, very good singer. We need to go and do a little bit of karaoke, yeah?
Oh, yeah, I could rock the house.
Yeah, let's go and do a little bit of karaoke. You can do your share, and I'll just do my brilliant singing anything.
Well, like that. That sounded like you got something trapped.
I'm in a real predicament at the moment.
Oh, tell me why.
I haven't got any shower gel.
Yep.
And I haven't got any deodorant.
Yeah, we noticed.
Oi.
I can get you the air freshener from the loo upstairs.
I'm all right for a couple of days.
Couple of days.
What?
Yeah.
What's wrong with your hand, Kels?
Got a splinter.
Hey, do you want me to suck it out?
No.
That's a snake bite, isn't it?
No, that's when you do a wee-wee on it.
No, that's a jellyfish.
No, that's when you kiss it better.
Oh, okay.
What song would you do for karaoke?
Isn't it funny? When the kids hurt themselves, they hurt themselves quite badly and they're crying. Do you want Daddy to kiss it better? Yeah.
And it makes it better.
It makes it better!
Suckers.
It actually, don't know. They're such muppets, children. What song will I do karaoke? Any song?
I think we could do Johnny and June. We could do It Ain't Me, Babe.
I'd rather... I'm kind
freestyle.
I'm going solo.
You're a lone wolf.
Yeah.
I'll do Johnny and June with you.
Yeah, let's do that then.
Okay.
You can do the low
I'll be
bits.
Johnny.
I'll do that when I'm in the toilet. You do that when I'm in the toilet, and then I'll come out and do my song.
Okay.
Which is?
And we'll leave.
I'll do American Trilogy by Elvis.
Oh, wow, that goes on for ages.
Yeah, it's a real showstopper. Always the one.
If you mean stops and everyone leaves.
Old times they are not forgotten. Look away, look away.
I actually think it's not that bad.
No, well,
Oh, no.
that was good. I do a good Elvis, don't I, Sue? Sue?
Oh, good morning, boss.
Oh, Sue, I do a good Elvis, don't I?
Do you?
Well, have a listen.
What?
Okay, here we go. Hang on.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember how it goes. How does the song go?
I wish I was in a land of
Cotton, old times they are not
forgotten. No, don't look at me when I do it.
Look away, look away, Dixieland.
They've got their backs to me like on The Voice, Sue.
I wish I was in Dixie.
Oh, Kelly's turned round. Away.
I'm doing that thing where I say U-turn.
No.
Away for Dixieland, I'll take my stand to live and die in Dixie.
Do you remember Wagbo?
For Dixieland, it's where I was born. Early Lord, one frosty morn, look away, look away, look away, Dixieland.
Is that it?
Glory, glory, hallelujah, His truth is marching on.
He's a grown man.
You finished?
Is that it?
His truth is marching
This might get a bit tricky. Come down.
Is that it?
Sue, thanks very much for your call. 08459 455 555. That, now listen, that is a look that some people could equate with confusion, and of course you're confused because you didn't know I had it in me to do something like that, did you, ladies? To sing, to perform, to entertain.
I wish you kept it in you.
How rude. How rude. Good voice, isn't it? Good voice. I don't like to display it too often, but every now and then. Warwick's on the line. Morning, Warwick.
Oh, morning, lad. Hey, I'll get it.
Not today, Jeffrey. So, what's the two things that Beatles say that money can't buy you?
Strawberry field.
Diamonds in the sky.
Earlier, you heard my great phone-in things you found in a skip. Kath had a phone-in. It was Pony. Have a listen.
Pony, it's about cars.
And for some reason, are you a big man in a small car? I don't quite know how that's going to work. I'll let Catherine deal with that if and when we get any calls on it. We won't.
Across beds, hearts and bucks.
This is BBC Three Counties Radio.
Just explain the setup to me again.
Someone just bought a bubble car, a
Yes.
collector, for £5,500.
So that's
Can't
the story.
drive it, they just want to own it.
That's the story you're pegging it on. What do you want the listeners to say?
Well, when I said to you, would you buy that?
Yes.
You said, yeah, it'd be cool. Can you imagine me in it? And that.
No, I didn't say that. Again, you're misquoting me. I said, can you imagine me, a tall man, getting out of it?
Yes.
So
that's what I did.
Right.
Big man, small car.
Yes.
Are you one? 08459 455 555.
They phone up and say yes.
Well,
right,
that's-
so let's do it.
that's the
Okay,
hope.
let's do it. I'm a caller. You're the host.
Okay. Good morning. You're listening to BBC Three Counties Radio. The phones are going wild. Thank you very much.
You're not
indeed
allowed to
everyone
lie
who
on the
is-
BBC.
No, because they will be if I'm presenting. 08459 455 555 is the number to call. I think there might be one line free there. Iain is in the next studio. Iain, what have you got to tell me?
Morning, Kath.
Hi.
Hang on. Let's do this properly. Hang on a second. I'm going to phone you up. Hang on.
Oh.
If we're going to do it, we're going to
I
do
have
it.
to get elaborate about it.
What's the phone number?
08459
Yeah.
555.
All right, Kels. You're obsessed with the number, right?
She loves that number.
Okay, I'm calling you.
At this point, I'm playing a record or a trail or something.
Hello, Three Counties. Okay, can I ask who's calling? Oh, hi, Steve. Whereabouts are you calling from? Bedford. All right, stay on the line. Fader 2 is Steve from Bedford.
Morning, Steve. What can we do for you today?
Morning, Catherine. Great show today. It's bonkers.
I thought you were from Bedford. What are you talking like that for?
Because I moved down south from up north. It's bonkers.
Whereabouts up north?
Newcastle. Yay.
Okay.
Anyway, I've called in. You're doing a phone-in today about big men in little cars.
Yes. Are you one?
Yes.
Brilliant. Thank you. I told him it would work. If you're one, 08459 455 555. Yeah, that was great. Thanks very much. What kind of car have you got, Steve?
A Mini.
And how tall are you?
6'2".
Congratulations, you're a big man in a small car. See, that's
Did
how
I
it
win
works.
£5?
No, what you win is bragging rights.
You see, Catherine?
It's not really working.
I think it will be brilliant.
There's no.
I think it's got legs. It's great.
All right. Well, I'm going to talk to Steve on the line. Hello, Steve. Oh, he's been cut off. That's disappointing. It just don't work, Catherine.
We'll see about that.
And we've had no phone calls about it.
They're trying to unfurl themselves from the car.
Okay. 08459 455 555. Are you a big man in a small car? So during the paper review this week, this happened.
Brits might be contributing.
I only found out recently, within the last 2 years, that the word Segway doesn't end W-A-Y.
Oh.
Literally in the last 2 years. And I had to write to someone who is in an act called the Segway Sisters about booking them. And I spelt it Segway Way.
Oh.
S-E-G-U-E, Segway. Way.
Oh, dear.
Segway Way.
Did they say then?
They didn't, but they just wrote back Segway. Not Segway Way.
Never mind. It's a tricky word.
How do you get the gway?
Well,
that's Sieg.
It's a French word, isn't it? It's missing an accent.
an accent wouldn't change it for me. My favourite of... What's your favourite of all the accents? Mine's an umlaut.
Oh, I quite like a Sedilla.
That's the little number
the
5 under the
question
C.
Mark, yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
I also like the acute... No, what's it called? The little hat. God, I studied languages. I can't remember what it's called.
Here we go. Let's do
you know
it.
what that means? It means that an S has been taken out somewhere.
She's holding her hands in the style of a steeple. Inside are lots of people. My other favourite... OK, this is what we'll do. Your favourite accent and your favourite foreign letter. I know it's niche, but we're trying to raise them up a bit. Your favourite accent or your favourite foreign letter. My favourite accent, as we've discovered, is the umlaut. And you're going to see I'm a sucker for German. My favourite foreign letter... What's the double S called in German?
Oh, I can't remember.
I want to say Strasse, but that means street.
Yes, it's in that.
Geschwister, no.
No, that's sister.
The double S in German.
You spell like a P with an extra...
They don't
bubble.
use it so much now, do they? They've kind of dropped it, which I think is to their detriment.
It's a shame,
It really is.
I guess it's keyboards that have done that.
What's your favourite foreign letter?
I like the L.
What's that?
It's a double L that they have in Spanish.
Oh, I
also like an Ñ, which is an N. Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
It's an N with a tilde on the top. Do you know what a tilde is?
It's rice, isn't it?
No, it's like a sideways S.
We are
And in Spanish it means that you say Ñ rather than N.
I also like the P in Greek because... We are so intellectual here at BBC Three Counties Radio. Intellectual? Nay, indulgent. I'm going to write you the Greek P. You tell me what this looks like.
Like pie.
Yeah, it's P. It looks like an N, you're supposed to say.
Oh. Yeah, but I'm too intellectual. I see pie.
Your favourite...
Not a meat and potato. I mean the mathematical symbol.
You always see meat and potatoes, you are. Martin's called in about this. Martin, what's your favourite accent or your favourite foreign letter?
Huh? I don't know.
Oh. Well, that's a disappointing first call to what's your favourite accent, your favourite foreign letter phone in. The first annual what's your favourite accent, favourite foreign letter phone in 08459 455 555.
This Saturday, we're bringing you a special Three Counties sport. We're on air from 12 as Luton face an early game at home to Braintree.
It's there, it's McGeehan, in at the near post, and Luton have the goal.
As soon as that game finishes, we'll turn our attention to Watford, MK Dons, Stevenage and Wickham with live coverage of all 4 matches.
What a goal from Troy Deeney! My goodness me, what a goal from Isel McLeod! And Darius Charles it is, who just rockets a header in. And it's a set-piece success for Wickham
Football's
An
fun.
extended Three Counties sport, Saturday from
Everybody
midday
likes
here
a
on
kick
BBC
around.
Three
Football's
Counties
fun.
Radio.
I made myself chuckle.
Across beds, hearts and bucks.
Written a song.
Is Iainlee.
BBC
Written a
Three
song.
Counties Radio.
I've written a song.
What was it?
You need to...
Football's fun.
Hang on, you need to the music. Hang on.
Okay, I like to join in with your songs.
What you do is, fair play, you take them to the next level.
My favourite of yours is I'm a sexy guy, I'm a sexy guy.
That's a private song. I only do that when I'm doing press-ups against the desk next to you in the office. Right, OK, so...
This Saturday, we're bringing you a special Three Counties sport.
So this is the music.
We're on air from 12.
We'll have to ask Mike if we can get the music, get rid
Yeah,
of
man.
these.
Feeling it, I'm feeling the beat.
Football's fun.
As soon as that game finishes, we'll turn our attention
Football's
to
fun.
MK Dons, Stevenage and...
Everybody likes a kick around. Football's fun. Football... No thanks, Catherine. Catherine, no thanks. No thanks. We don't need a camp version of the bass line from that Lou Reed song.
Listen, you always need a camp version of that.
What is that Lou Reed song called?
Take a walk on the wild side.
We don't need that.
Okay,
And Kelly Betts is my collaborator.
Thanks.
Thank you. So carry on.
What a goal from Isel McLeod!
Like a kick around. Football's fun.
Rockets a header in.
Football's fun.
And it's a success for Wickham Wanderers.
Everybody likes a kick around. Football's fun.
Day here on
Bye.
BBC Three
Football's
Counties Radio.
fun. Football's fun. Football's fun. Everyone likes a kick around. Football's fun. Football's fun.
I think we get the idea.
Everyone likes a kick around. Football's fun.
Are you happy with that?
I think that is blinded.
Okay.
That is blinded.
We have a call. I'm
Well done,
guessing
mate.
a complaint.
Oh, no,
Lennon.
that's probably Pete Waterman or Malcolm McLaren.
Morning,
Probably
BBC
not him.
County
He's
Radio.
no longer with us. Saying, "I'll have that. I'll have that song. That's a winner." Might be Paul McCartney at last.
Oh,
brother.
brilliant. What's your name?
It's a record producer. We're in. Excellent stuff. Well, we'll do a serious story while Kelly Betts and my fortunes change. We'll be millionaires by 9 o'clock. Some people like to prank call me. Some are rubbish at it. Steve's in Stevington. Morning, Steve.
Stevington. Hi, Ian.
Morning, Steve in Stevington.
Stevington.
Steve.
Hi.
Steve.
Steve?
In Stevington.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yes.
What have you called in about?
I like this phone in. I'm a big fan of the German S-set.
What's it called?
S-set.
That's the double S.
It is, yeah.
Geschwister.
What?
Geschwister.
It's not in that, I don't think. Is
I
it?
think it is. It's in the Vista part of Geschwister.
Right.
G-E-S...
Set.
C... Are you writing this down?
Yeah.
H... W...
I.
No, I'm just making sure you've got it. I was waiting for you to...
Oh, right. No. Sorry, I have got it, yeah.
I...
Yeah.
That... the double S...
S-set.
T...
Yeah. Yes.
E... You got that?
Yeah.
R...
R, yeah.
Hast du Geschwister?
Hast du... Ja, ich habe einen Bruder.
Wo ist ein Bruder?
In London.
Oh, das ist in Südostengland. In der Nähe von Slough.
Nee.
Entschuldigung Sie bitte, wie komme ich am besten zum Bahnhof?
Durch die...
What's your favourite foreign accent? And by accent, I don't want you to do one. I mean the punctuation accent.
I like the... Well, I said the S-set, but I'm a big fan...
That's a letter.
Okay, of the umlaut.
You've just...
Huh?
You've just copied mine. Because that was mine as well.
Well, I like them both.
Have you called in before, Steve?
No.
I recognise your voice.
Yeah, lots of people say that.
Well, probably your friends and family.
I've got one of those voices.
What voices?
Recognisable. Sound like other people, I mean.
So quite bland, distinct, dull, boring, insipid...
Takes one to know one.
Voice.
Mm.
Yeah. Can I, what I'm going to do is I've got a computer here, Steve. Hang on, that sounds familiar.
Picture. There's a picture of a dog.
Yeah, okay. Do you know any lyrics?
No.
Not to any songs?
I don't listen to songs, really.
Who's your local MP?
In Stevington?
Yeah, Steve.
That's in Bedfordshire, right?
Yeah.
I think it might be Nadine Dorries, but I think...
Okay. Do you like politics?
It's all right. It's not really. I'm more into football.
Yeah. You know cycling is rubbish, don't you? And anyone who likes it is an idiot. It's Paul Scoins, isn't it?
It is, and at that point, I have to say you begged me to phone in.
Right, no. First, right...
I've got emails begging me to phone in.
That's not a begging.
That was a beg.
Right, OK. Why have you gone for Steve in Stevington?
Steve in Stevington. I thought it would give you a bit of a boost.
It's given me nothing. It's given me nothing, Justin.
Unbelievable.
Isn't that shameful?
Absolutely unbelievable. This man should be sacked immediately. What's he playing at? Steve in Stevington? It's pathetic.
Steve in Stevington.
Steve in Stevington.
This is worse, and I say this with the greatest...
It's only just because your phone-in was dying, and
it's a good phone-in, though. It's a good phone-in. Justin's getting me a box for it later.
Yeah, that would work on... It would work on Radio
Steve,
4.
can I just say... The last 10 minutes of radio are as damaging to the integrity of the BBC as when those two men phoned up Manuel and said they'd slept with his granddaughter.
I'll go along with that.
This is as damaging to the integrity of the BBC, and I think you should do the honourable thing and let me and Justin bully you for the next few months until you're forced to stand down.
I don't think I've got a choice, to be honest.
You haven't got a choice.
No.
Can I, at that point, publish the email begging me to phone in?
No, you
Doesn't
can't.
exist.
It's confidential if it existed, which it doesn't. Yeah.
Morning.
Even the truck drivers are against you now,
Should he go?
Steve. Paul.
Yes. Yeah, putting his thumbs up.
Yeah, you're out, Paul.
Funny enough, he's a man with Portaloos. I think we should put Paul in there for
I'd be up for that.
Our political reporter doing this live on air. It's unbelievable.
Political reporter, Lou.
Yeah.
We'll say goodbye, Paul, in more ways than one. I mean, Steve. Justin! Good to see you, buddy.
And you.
Now, baked beans.
Yes.
We have been told that baked beans are bad, not just for your backside, they are bad for the environment. We're killing the planet by enjoying baked beans, mate.
It's in all the papers today. It's
must be true.
It's a real warning from Lady Verma, an Environment Minister, who's saying that methane has an effect in the atmosphere 20 times greater than carbon dioxide, and she is saying we need to moderate our behaviour now to save the planet. Big news, Ian. Big news.
Big news. Well, you've been asking people about whether they could junk the beans.
Yes, I'm in Berkhamsted, the home of our big tour this week. I've been asking people, could they give up baked beans? Here's what people had to say. Carol, do you love baked beans?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, how many tins a week are we talking here?
2.
2 tins a week?
Yes.
Every single week?
Every single week.
Would you give them up?
No.
Why?
Because I like them. I like the colour. I think they add colour to the plate. They are easy to heat up. You can also have an egg with them.
Yeah.
Fried bread, egg and baked beans on top. They're reasonable price if you're short of money.
Carol, this all sounds lovely, but you are destroying our planet by eating baked beans. You could save this planet by getting rid of those beans. Do it for the people.
No, I won't do it for the people.
What about global warming?
So we'll baked beans is global warming.
Yeah, we all know what they do.
Yeah,
gas is going into the air.
Yeah, that's
Come on,
right.
give them up, Carol. Do the right thing.
No. Normally, ladies don't fluctuate.
Do you?
Now and again.
Off the back of baked beans?
No.
Right, OK. Do you think people will give up baked beans?
No, I don't think they will. They like baked beans. It might be an April Fool's joke.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Lady Verma says, a message to you, you need to moderate your behaviour.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Oh.
Now, Peter, you don't like baked beans.
No, I don't.
What's your thoughts on those people that continue to eat them and continue to destroy our planet?
I think they should be blown up or set fire to because our planet cannot take any more of these gases.
I mean, some of the people I've spoken to this morning, despite the warnings, they're ignoring those and they're going to be carrying on eating their baked beans. I mean, it's disgusting, isn't it?
I think we should find a separate country where they can all live and they can grow beans and then bake them and then put them in tins.
Planet Bean.
Yeah.
Well, Christine, we're here in Berkhamsted for the big topic of the day, baked beans. They are destroying our planet. Would you give them up?
Well, if I have to, yes. You know, depends how bad it was. If it was bad, then I would. But I do like baked beans, though.
Do they have a negative effect on you and your body?
Well, you know what baked beans do the more you eat, you know.
Yeah. So you're saying to us this morning that you would do the right thing if you had to. You would give them up to save the planet.
Yeah, if I had to, then I would.
Very noble of her.
Yep, absolutely.
Justin, did you get the phone number of the First Lady?
You wish. In actual fact, she's about, 10 yards behind me still?
Because I think I may be ever so slightly in love with her.
Why?
Her attitude to life and baked beans. They add colour to the plate. Yeah. You can have them with a fried slice or an egg. Wonderful. That's my kind of woman.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I can do for you. I can probably get Christine live at some point after 8 o'clock. Would you like that?
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. She likes the colour of them and they add colour to the plate. She is a legend.
And then Ribena, I don't know how you intro that.
Well, the lady called in and told us her granddad invented Ribena. Spoilt the surprise, but you spoilt the surprise.
We thought she was going to talk about Schlur.
She did.
She talked about a different soft drink from the heart.
Ugh, blood juice.
What? That's nice, Kath. Well done. I see what you did there.
Rosie's in Redbourne. Good morning, Rosie.
Good morning.
What have you called in about?
Well, I'm not really jumping on the bandwagon because I was actually looking it up while you were talking about it, so I missed it. But that umlaut thing, which I was going to pronounce wrong if I hadn't heard.
How were you going to pronounce the umlaut? Umlaut? Umlaut. I think.
I haven't never done German.
Hasn't an umlaut got an umlaut over the U that stops it being umlaut?
I think it did, actually. I can't remember.
So that makes that's mad. That's the kind of thing that would drive me crazy back in the day. So there's an umlaut over the U of umlaut. So then you zoom into the umlaut and you see the umlaut. Kelly's nodding because she knows what I'm doing. So you zoom into the umlaut, and the word umlaut has got an umlaut over the U. So you go to that umlaut. Catherine's looking at me blankly, but Kelly knows exactly what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're saying.
It's infinite. There are infinite umlauts in the word umlaut.
What's the one over the O that I like?
Oh.
Sorry.
What's that?
Because it's in the word Schlur.
Schlur.
And I went to stay at the Schlurs in Switzerland.
Oh. Isn't that a drink? It's a soft drink.
That's right. Well, my grandfather invented Ribena, so they
whoa,
Schlurs.
Whoa, Rosie! Cancel the rest of the show, guys. It don't get any better than this. Just say that sentence again.
My grandfather invented Ribena.
We are dancing with joy. Let's celebrate the great man because he's warm Ribena on a cold day. There ain't nothing better. What's your grandfather's name?
It was Vernon Leslie Smith Charlie.
And how on earth did he invent Ribena?
He was what was he, a PhD in chemistry or something? And
he's a scientist.
Yeah, and he investigated all the properties of blackcurrants. And it was a sort of reasonably priced drink because blackcurrants weren't expensive during the war. And
how did he
a health drink?
How did he squeeze so many blackcurrants into that bottle? That's the question.
He didn't personally do it. I guess he got someone else.
Okay. Do you ever? I'm assuming your grandfather is no longer with us. Is that right?
Yeah, no, he died a long time ago.
Okay. Did you ever? Are you allowed to in your family drink? I don't know, Vimto or Tizer or Umbongo?
I don't know about allowed to, but I mean, my mum still drinks Ribena, but I think it's a bit expensive, personally. But,
do you not get free Ribena for life? That's a genuine question. I would have thought if you were a descendant from the man that invented the stuff, those Ribena berries would be bringing that stuff around every week.
Yeah, but unfortunately they sold out to Beecham's and then they sold out to someone else, and probably saying a load of names I shouldn't be, but...
No, it's fine. It must be frustrating.
Klein and all that.
You must be so proud of your granddad.
Oh, yeah.
All my granddad did was not sign up for the war. That was his proudest achievement, and get drunk on Saturday nights and sing "Who's Sorry Now." You must be really proud of your old man, of your granddad.
Yeah, and if you Google him, it'll come up with Ribena.
That's fantastic. That's the cool. Have you got kids yourself?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you? How old are they?
16 and 13.
And are they aware of just how proud they should be of their heritage?
I'm not sure. They did take, when they were younger, they did take a photograph of him in for show and tell.
Oh, Rosie, do you know what? You've really made me smile. That's the best phone call I've had in such a long time.
Oh, yeah, and you know the little berries in the advert?
Yeah.
With the glasses on?
Yeah.
We think that they modelled him on my granddad because he was bald and he had glasses.
Right, hang on a second. I need to see what... Give me his name again.
Vernon. Leslie. With an I-E.
Yeah.
Smith Charlie.
Smith Charlie. I need to see what he looks like. Okay, let's have a little look.
Doctor. Or it might just be Vernon Charlie.
No, you're spelling Charlie with an I-E or an E-Y?
Oh, no, E-Y.
E-Y, okay. Okay, let's have a little look here. Well, there's a picture of Ribena's come up. There's a picture of some woman called Sharon Lynette Smith Brady. I have no idea who that is. I want to get a picture of him. Wikipedia. Okay, let's go to Wikipedia.
There's a picture of him with a load of people in white coats.
We'll find it. This Wikipedia. Ribena. I can't find the picture, Catherine. You found a picture of you?
No, I found various references to him. Hang on, I'll put images in. No, why is Monty Don on this?
Monty Don's trying to steal your granddad's glory.
What a cheek.
Yeah, what a cheek.
Hang on, what's this?
Leave Vernon alone, for goodness sakes.
Women in white coats.
Right, we're going to find this. We may not find it now, but this is the rest of the day. Here we go.
There are lots of references to him. One in the Wikipedia site, one on
Yeah.
their Facebook site as well.
Yeah. Right, we're going to hunt it
Apparently
down.
he was researching pure fruit syrups in the preparation of milkshakes.
But you reckon that the Ribena berry with the glasses is based on your granddad?
Well, yeah, that's my theory.
Good for you. And you hold on to that theory and you
Indeed.
spout it as though it were fact.
I take after him as well.
Fun.
Money can't buy fun.
Fun is the one thing that money can't buy. I don't know the tune.
Disagree. Have you ever been to
Thought Park.
American Adventure?
Okay. What? Hang on, let me get a bit.
Oh no.
Isn't that Elvis Costello?
What did we do that was wrong?
Oh, yeah.
Is having. We didn't know it was wrong. Fun is the one thing that money can't. Something inside that was always denied for so many years. She's leaping and I'm heading home.
It's moving my bowels.
Brown noise.
She's leaving home by what? Bike.
Catherine, you had your hand up during that performance.
They never finished the sentence. Money can't what? So
When?
Money's the one thing that money can't. And
No,
then
well,
he went,
they finish it. Lennon says that, but I was playing both of the Nurk twins, and it was difficult
you
to.
ruined it.
Well, you ruined this podcast, Catherine, as you do every flipping week.
I think she adds a lot.
Next week I'm not here, and I don't want a podcast.
Oh.
Disappointing.
No, that's actually... That
Justin.
takes a lot of strain off me. Thank you, mate. I appreciate it.
Has the strain been removed from you?
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad to do that. Thanks. But Catherine, I'll be honest, this week you've really not pulled your finger out.
Thanks for listening to this free download from BBC Three Counties Radio, your local radio station for beds, hearts and bucks, on FM, AM, digital radio, and online at bbc.co.uk/3counties.